Alright. Welcome to Doki Doki again. It has been 4 years since we have any news basically on this game. And they just released the Plus version, which has I think 8 new side stories. And this is like also this is kind of a throwback to 2017. Well, before I privated all my videos that I didn't like, so yeah, I'm gonna have someone else here with me, the same person I did when I recorded or live streamed. Actually, I live streamed it. The same person I had live streamed with, so they're gonna be on their phone though. So my bad for audio quality, and my phone just went off. I'm sorry. Again, this has also been I haven't recorded in like what, a couple weeks. Sorry for that. I don't know what to record, but I am just starting to just record random things I like to do now. Like if I'm in a Discord call, I'm just gonna start recording that. The VR chat, I've been trying to record that. I don't know. I don't know. Lazy. But anyways, this is gonna be the first episode. Hopefully. Again, I'm sorry for any background noise. I just can't control it, so I will try silencing it as much as possible. But that's it. Let's get on with the video, I guess. Okay, I'm done with the outro. Very fun.
No unpacking Vegas.
No. Alright, how do
I gotta get on my shit back. Let's see this.
Alright. Yay, voice acting, I love it.
Woo!
Alright. Wait, I gotta move this so I can see, Alright, that's good, okay. God, I know this is Sayori, man. God, this game is just... replaying it is weird. But I should just expect new things. Does it have my FPS counter in the top right? No, it doesn't, okay. Hey, I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention that she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend that you never see yourself making today, but it is just kind of works out because we've known each other for so long. We used to walk. God, I haven't read at all since freaking 2020. I didn't read at all. It's because I didn't have school, so I didn't have to read.
Nigga said, "Fuck reading, bro. I am done here."
We used to walk to school together in the days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I feel like it's almost better running off. I'm gone.
Read the script, bro.
But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Slayer catch up to me. I don't.
Ah! Oh!
No. I hate it. But, I mean, yeah. Can I pull off a hive? I don't want to try it. I don't want to try it.
I overslept again. Head ass.
God, what do I call you this time? Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Hey, you say like that, you're thinking but ignoring me. That's me, Nate. Nate. I should have just wrote Nate. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're in a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean if you wanted to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Oh god. We cross the street together and make our way to the school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. Oh, this game is like 3 hours of just like this, and then it's gonna change. Hopefully, I don't know how it's gonna change.
Bro, now you got me scared, bro. 3 hours of this, and then it's gonna go AWOL.
I don't want to, like... I don't want to.
Get connected.
No, I don't mind getting connected. It's just I don't want to record for 3 hours. I'll record for an hour or not. First part.
Just split it up.
I mean, I have nothing else to do. Sure, I can record for 3 hours.
Just
By the
split
way,
it up
Nintendo,
and-
have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's literally just me. That's not true. You told me you want to join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible I did in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along whatever she's talking on about. Story likes to worry a little bit too much about me when I'm perfectly content by getting on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you don't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Look, I'm gonna keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. I have this dumb smile on my face for no reason.
Nigga cheesing.
Will you at least promise me you try a little? Yeah, of course I'll promise you that. Yay!
Yeah!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl?
Okay, I guess I'll have Monica and Yuri.
Yeah, bro, no, stop.
My nigga.
More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to see ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Oh. School day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pick up my things and stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Story wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice to start with the anime club. No! You're going to the literature club! Hello?
No, fuck the literature club.
Sayori? Sayori must have come to the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. Ooh, actually the art is way clearer. Holy crap.
Oh shit, there's no more blurry backgrounds.
Oh, cool. That's actually very cool. I thought I catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie? Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. So she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club. She inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. That is a new line, I think. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep, stupid. I can't tell if Sayori is already that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, alright? Yes, let's go. God. Yeah, the art is actually way clearer, that's nice. It's cool.
Yeah, it looks nice.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, like sections of the school I have rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you don't call me a new member. And I glanced around the room. Welcome to the literature club. Nah, you got Natsuki Monica, my guy.
Alright.
I got Big Titty Guff GF. I don't know. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you.
Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Nathaniel, what a nice surprise.
God.
Welcome to the club.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear and then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy, and this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems like she has to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right?
That's right. I'm sorry, I just got so It's great to see you again, Nathaniel. I got so confused, I blinked out.
God. Monika fell asleep. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, and athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... sus! You too, Monika. Come sit down, Nate. God, I should have put my name Nate! Come sit down, Nate. We made room for you at the table so you could sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes.
Hey, I made them, I'll get them.
I'm so sorry, I got a little too excited.
I'm gonna make Sayori a deep ass nigga.
Didn't we do that? Wait, no, didn't we do that? Or who? I remember we made someone's voice very deep. I feel like it was Natsuki.
Natsuki.
God. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's widened so that there's one space next to Monika and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki probably marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready?
Whoa! Natsuki lifts foil off the tray and reveals a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of the chocolate were used to make ears. So cute!
I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know. Let's hurry and take one.
Oh god. Sayori grabs one first and Monika and I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks for a mouthful and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help her but notice sinking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I...
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
And I thought you technically did, so they already said...
Oh, maybe! But not for you, you know.
Apparently, okay, so I know a couple things new, is that there is more Natsuki scenes, there's more Yuri scenes, and there's more Sayori scenes.
Oh wait, is it generally just Doki Doki?
Obviously it's still the same game, it's just there's more scenes, I think.
Wow.
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down a teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess.
Don't let yourself get intimidated. You're just trying to impress you.
That's not insulting. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monika raises an eyebrow and smiles at me.
What made you consider the literature club?
I don't know. I've been here before. Couldn't you tell?
Yeah, definitely.
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. It's like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream.
Monica's really a great leader. Yuri also nodded in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all of their efforts to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone?
Yeah! We'll do our best.
Good chat. You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard to just find these three. Maybe that's why they're also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So Natetendo. God, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read for the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke about thinking after seeing Yuri smile a sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds comfort in a world of books and not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Like, you know, things I can't technically say because it's a spoiler, but you already said it, so... Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me well. I mean, if you haven't seen this game in 2017, because it was literally like the best game in best, quote-unquote,
well, you're
indie game.
If you're just getting into it, bro.
Best indie game in 2017. I mean...
Talking to our yandere girlfriend right now.
Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to the middle of the level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you?
I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well,
Natsuki's eyes dart over me for a split second.
Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? Left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud! Give that back! Fine.
Your cupcakes, your poems, everything that you do is just as cute as you. I'm gonna stop. Sayori slides behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
Not you!
Natsuki, do you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing just takes some more than confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same way for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay! I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own.
No!
Next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
Yeah, let's do it.
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Did that right, Nathaniel?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one more problem.
What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come before for what's been on my mind since the entire time. I never said that I would join this club. Story might have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes.
But
I'm sorry, I thought... Nate, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. And that is where your fate is gone!
this nigga just sacrificed his whole life, dude.
One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy! Surya rapes around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. That makes it official. Welcome to the literature club.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a dead note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over me once more.
Hey, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself.
Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I can already feel the anxiety rolling up inside of me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Natetendo, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I walk home together. Oh my god, that's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I be really happy spending every day after school in the literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to go closer to one of these girls. Alright. I'll just need to make one of these. I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and in good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Time to save? Can I save? Oh, okay, I can't save, okay. Yeah, I know I'm supposed to save every frickin'... okay, so I save after every choice and every day.
Bro,
in a different save slot.
Bro, Buff Suki needs to be added, bro.
This be a reference to it, it'll be funny. Alright, so I need to... So I already know their personality, technically. I need to write... What do I want to write one for?
Who do you feel like going for this one?
I'll go for Yuri. I'm gonna go for Yuri this time. I think you could probably still go for Sayori, even though that happens, but I don't... Alright, I'm just gonna write for Yuri, I guess. Nah, not Sayori. So family. Vivid. Dang it. Daydream. That's definitely Sayori. Lazy. I feel like a Sayori. Yeah. Doki Doki's gonna be not. Rain Cloud might be Sayori. Yep. Okay.
Smile.
Smile's gonna be Natsuki, I believe. Oh no, it's not. Okay. Poof is Natsuki. Yeah, I knew it. Clumsy. Dream. Nope. Okay. Playground. Dang it. I have like 4 or 5 for Sayori. Comfort? Yeah, okay. Pleasure's gonna be Yuri, obviously. Enemy's gonna be Natsuki. Lucky. Joy. Yeah. Doki Doki Poetry Slam is even unlocked. Okay. Depression, obviously, Sayori. Incapable? No. Marriage? Imagination? Nope. Oh, that was, yeah, of course it'd be freaking Yuri. Together. Cause I know she likes the main character, obviously. Philosophy.
Ah, that's Yuri.
Yeah.
Art.
I think that'd be Yuri as well. Oh, nope. Raindrops, nope. Anxiety? Nope. If I got Sayori, I think. That was a lot for Sayori. And if not, it's Yuri, so either or.
That was a lot of Yuri and a lot of Sayori.
Alright.
Hi again, mate. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Natetendo. Ah! I hope this isn't too overwhelming for a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. Last year, too. Don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Nate always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. It helps me with busy work without even me asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Natetendo can become great friends too. I hate myself. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation you just put me into. Oh, and Yuri even brought you something today too. Something today. Uh-oh, and Yuri even brought you something today too, you know? Wait, Sayori. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like it's a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It makes me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal about it if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. You reach to her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that you might enjoy. It's a short read, so you should keep your attention even if you usually don't read. And we can discuss it if you wanted. This is how's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book that she thinks I'll like, despite me not even reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing you. Yeah. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone is settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activity for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is roaming around in the closet. Man. It looks like no one wants to be bothered today. That looks new. I don't know. At least slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. Oh, this isn't new. I close my eyes and end up listening to end up listening in on the conversation that Sayori is having with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though.
Well, we can't give up. The festival's our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know? You just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds.
That doesn't quite solve the problem, though.
Well, what do you mean?
Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody would come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do those things to speak their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this.
Oh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
What kind?
Well, I guess we could...
Cupcakes! Yeah.
Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that.
Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly.
That wasn't why you suggested it?
Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
Cupcakes it is then.
I'm hungry.
Anyways, we still need to work out the details of that event itself.
And I'm slow mode. I found myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Huh? Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation else, Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it'd be like to see the world through her eyes. Hey yo, chill! I opened my eyes to see Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fell out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't a napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in your club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that out so loud. I glanced over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for your own self. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Sayori glanced around at herself. How's it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair's sticking all out right here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. Oh, is this a scene? And there's a toothpaste stain right in your collar here. I tried to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody will ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's ever gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Unfortunately, I don't really care about that. Hey, meanie. And don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Shee! You gotta pull that card? Dang! That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom, and then there's the scene. Once you'll see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Yeah, there it is. Dang, bro, I'm the height! Yo, this feet tiny! This is so funny. What is? Wait, isn't this the part of the clip we don't see, to be honest?
This is the part where y'all...
Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Don't say it like that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this, aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might cut off. You got it. Why is this one so hard to close? Because you got a size smaller. I struggle to fully close the button to your chest. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. If you are buttoned it, you've noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about?
Let's go!
It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look so much better now, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms and twirls around. So I keep it unbuttoned and I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying like that's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, let's just try to focus on waking up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better taking care of each other than we are taking care of each other or ourselves. God! Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Well, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Hey, everyone.
Monica suddenly calls out.
Why don't we share the poem we wrote now?
Yay! Nate, I can't... Nate, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night?
Yeah? Our relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration stuff because I've never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem off to first? So if I wrote it for Sayori, I should show her last. Wait! Wait, you could never do Monica first, couldn't you? I remember. Alright, I'm gonna do it for Monica, I guess. I should start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I wanted to know I'm putting in the effort. Alright, temporary issues, I have to voice over Monica. Hi Natetendo, having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to put things up in it, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just enjoying it with the flow, just going off the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Natetendo. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier we're all going to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. My hand Monica, my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like, because I just wrote for Sayori. That so? You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you have some sort of those things in common. Well... Maybe good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But there may be some similarities that you wouldn't expect. Like the way she talks about you. It sounds like you two really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Are you sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing is kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, happiness, and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy could enjoy the sad things too? Yeah, it's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying the different things a lot. I could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you trying new things. That's the best way to find a style that suits you. Everyone else might be doing a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force you to write the way everyone else thinks you should write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want me to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well then, let's read it then. Oh, I forgot the thing I meant to do. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. Steal the direction that the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already squished from the permanent copy of the meaningless image. Just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he on the other side was looking in. This is the first fourth wall breaking thing, I think, because this is supposed to mean, us. This last slide's supposed to mean us. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style is getting really popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When I performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Oh, that was supposed to be my voice. Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say that I have kind of an epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain kind of gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on a piece of paper and tidy up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big, dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I sell my poem off to next? I want I want Sayori to be last, so I'm gonna show Natsuki. Well, it's about what I expected for someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, it's not like I said it was bad. I just didn't invoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your taste. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I need to show you mine. Not that you like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can fly, blah, 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 blah. People can try, that's about it. Yeah. I told you you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So I don't even people don't even try to take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone go around and do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the nice thing is it's simple writing that puts more weight on the wordplay. Like, I set it for a rhyme at the end, but made it fall flat on purpose. Helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did... I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, didn't you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. God, I've already almost been recording for an hour, it's crazy. Who should I sell my poem off to next? Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that might be after reading through it. So this is that bad. No! Did I raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. I may take Yuri for a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I didn't really notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical for new writers. And have been having to do that myself, I've kind of learned how to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing is that I've recognized in new writers that they're trying to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick writing styles separate from the topic matter and they form fit the two together. And the end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them, and building them, but getting them to work together is probably not the most challenging part. Probably is the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning, for example, and trying new things. I hope that everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, me, or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be the literature club? Close under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one. The last remaining street light has to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air out of the present but living in the past. The light tickles, the light flickens, and I flicker back. Oh god. I'm sorry to have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. I also like the poem. Even though it's short, it's very descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. This is our first time sharing. I wanted to write something a little bit more mild. Something easier to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about ghosts at all, Nate. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their own work. They usually do a little bit more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of a poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in a remaining past comfort and able to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. And the final poem, Sayori. Oh my goodness, this is so good, Nate. I love it. I have no idea you're such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez. Your opinion is way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you a lot better than any other people, right? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Nate poem. And that makes it feel extra special. Like, I can feel your feelings in it. Sayori hugs his sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It reminds me of how you really are part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing right in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's just like I said before, Nate. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people would do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, alright? That's my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold that to you then. Yay! And I'll let you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this as well. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you've missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed and make me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. But if it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori. This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No? I just a little bit? You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. Come on, nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I could look forward to it. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated, as everyone was judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. And after only being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is the literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. And if they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows get furrow in conversation. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem. Dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I need water, give me a second. Oh god. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss a symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would ask someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Nate did too. Just based on that, I'll give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my own writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Nate liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're jealous that Nate appreciates my own advice, my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh, and how do you know that he didn't appreciate mine? God, I need... Oh, hey Wyatt. God, I'm struggling to read here.
Yeah,
It's really hard. I can't read. I'm pulling out a high-pitched voice, it's annoying. It's not even that high-pitched.
I mean, regular high pitch.
Yeah, it's not even regular. God, I can't wait to see new stuff in this game, though. God,
Nate,
what?
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
What?
This has the exact same setup and shit as another game I played.
Have you not played Doki Doki?
No, I haven't. But I didn't play Trap Legend,
Oh my god.
which is the exact same game, but with traps instead.
Technically it is. It is kind of the same aspect.
Why is there like Halloween music playing?
What?
Like Halloween music playing.
It's not.
You hear that? The ghost.
God. Yeah, I think this is actually Sayori's theme. Alright, I think it's Natsuki's theme.
Well, her entire nose is just two nostrils.
All of the noses are another nostrils. Tyrone was here, and he was helping me, like, voice. My voice is gonna just die if I keep trying to read this, but... And I think his phone died. So, you're replacing a trap now. Have fun.
Is she a trap, bro?
No, she's
It
not.
looks like it.
She's
Small
not.
ass chest, have an ass.
God. And how do you know how you can appreciate my voice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the only one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Nate started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as they noticed I was just standing there. Nate, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true at all. She started it, and if I could get over herself to learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. So what's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out the reader and not force them to have it figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Nate. Wait, there's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's like the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, but it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Nate? Well, how do I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's gonna be... Sayori... Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turn to Yuri. But Yuri shares away as well, but Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Eh? Yeah. God, that was bad. Everyone fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting if you know you're making your friend feel like this? God, my voice is dying slowly. Nate. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. This is unfair for others to inject their own feelings into their own conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri that what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She will never. It's your maturity that's making her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Aren't you listening to yourself? This is exactly why I know what he like. God. Stop. Natsuki and Yuri. You guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so much feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint up beautiful pictures inside your head. Everyone is so talented, so why aren't we fighting? Because, well... Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same size they always were. Big and beautiful. Sayori stands up triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. And Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. They have to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I could organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah, it's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that means Sayori is more amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, alright? I would hate to see herself get hurt. She is. That makes two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little bit more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did y'all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I did say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Nate, well, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. If any luck, thing is I could at least do a better job in impressing those I want to impress. Not to myself with newfound determination. Nate, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them at all. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. You know, Nate, it's nice to see I get to see spend. God, it's nice. It's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone makes me the most happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... every day is gonna be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't got caught into the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Sure! We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pet Sayori on a soldier. Soldier, yeah. Soldier. God! I can't pronounce that word!
You're very good at reading. Shoulder.
Shoulder. I said that more to myself than her. But it's easier to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. And poem time. What is Sayori like? It is going to be...
I'm gonna stop watching this. This is like bad.
Yeah, it is bad.
Your voice is just dying. You can't read your literally dumb.
I haven't read in like a year, so I mean, at least like that.
At least out loud, you know.
Yeah. Bouncy, dang it.
Wait, try to press here.
Sayori, obviously, because I already know what happens to her in the game anyways.
She died.
Yes. Alright. Daydream. Friends. Raindrops, dang it. That did the same thing. Existence. Party. Mouse, pink, silly marriage. Party. Disaster? Nope. Romance. Depression, obviously. Imagination. Nope. Gotta do the same thing again. Laugh. Excitement? Anxiety, nope. Childhood. Family. Amazing? Clouds, nope. Fireworks. Captain question. Rainbow, captive. Rainbow? Yep. Pleasure, capable. Suicide, nope. I thought that was for Yuri. Okay. It's a Yuri. Alright. I've had enough talking already. I think an hour is good enough for the first part, and I think we're already halfway through it, I believe. That's pretty much it. I'll record the next part either today if I get bored or tomorrow. Editing this series should not be hard because it's just simple. Like, I'm gonna be uploading 1 hour of videos pretty much, and it's gonna be me reading. That's it. But yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the next video, which will probably be most likely this or VR chat. That's it. Alright, I was about to end the recording, but I tried exiting the game, and this happened. Oh. Oh, that's why I get the side stories. Oh, so the game's a lot more collective based. Okay, I'm gonna show you what happened when I click exit DDLC. This happens. Oh, okay, I didn't freaking show the loading screen, but there's a loading screen to it, and it's kind of weird. That's cool. Anyways, well, that's pretty much it for this video. Yeah, next part tomorrow, maybe today, if I feel like it. This series will require a lot of editing, which is really good for me. So even though I like editing, it's just I want to get videos out. So, anyways, that's it. See ya next video.